Hi, everyone. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for any sign and any sign that you may be thinking of today. We're going to call in our spirit guides, see what they have for you for love, what's coming towards you, what's next in love. Please use these readings to help remind you of how worthy and deserving you are of love, to what's coming, to what the spirit world has for you, what's already in the universe. So welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's new for the first time. Let's call in our angels and our spirit guides, lost loved ones that want to support you. Spirit, I share with you loving energy. What is it that you have for us? What is it that you want us to know at this time? I am listening. I am being guided by you. What is it that you have for us? Reminiscing, looking at photos, good times, thinking about you. Little bit of a, I don't know if it's a past ex as much as, it could be old friends. It could be your children are getting older and you miss them being little. You could be looking at, just little kid pictures and baby pictures and saying, oh my God, it went by so fast, something like that. But just this feeling of creating memories, of course, and taking them with us. That's always important. I have a divine feminine energy, a strong intuition, and the ability to heal others. They're saying putting others first. They're saying that you have a tendency always to put others first, and that is a beautiful quality. Maybe to a fault that you don't take the time to put yourself first because you are constantly empathic for others. So maybe Spirit's saying, trust your own healing energy, heal thyself, they're saying. So it could be, we know that you have the ability to help others. We want you to constantly be helping yourself as well. Beautiful divine feminine energy. And I have around summertime, okay, around the corner, around summer, what is coming, Spirit? Are you confirming a summer romance? Maybe they're just confirming that, this is the year that we have that true summer romance. I have a third-party situation. I don't want to put you in a third-party situation. I would stay clear, Spirit's saying. If somebody is attached to somebody else, they're not going to be worthy or deserving of you. I don't care what they say. I'm not happy. I haven't been happy for a long time. Then leave, put your big boy pants on, big girl pants like the rest of us, and file for a divorce or pack your bags, go out on your own. It's hard. You don't want to be with somebody that has nothing to offer. So could be a little bit of a red flag had it happening there. For some of you, just be wary of that situation. And I have a union, a reconciliation, a second chance. For some of you, you definitely could have somebody that's thinking about you with that reminiscing. The third party could be this person, somebody interfered in our connection, and that's what separated us. That's what ultimately ended us. So do I want to bring that connection back? Let's ask that question, because I have confused at the bottom of my deck. There's so many of us that say, well, I know what I'm getting into. If I go back to somebody, at least I know what it is. I know the good qualities. I know the bad qualities. But it ended for a reason, or you left them for a reason in many cases. So I've got some confusion around this particular person that could be on my mind today. For some of you, there's a running away energy. I'm going to tag this as a no contact today, because I'm concerned that I've got somebody trying to come back into your energy. There's a sense of they ran away, okay, and made a mistake. Okay, so are they realizing what they had with that beautiful divine feminine energy? Possibly. I have a round fall, summer, fall energy. This could go on for the next 6 months. I feel like this could linger. We're confused. There's some mind games. There's a lot of emotions they're sharing. There's a sense of re-spark also with that summer romance. Let's see what our cards are saying. There's too much going on right now. I feel like I've got to get some clarity. Spirit, tell me about this union. Who's coming back? What is this second chance? What is it that you want us to know? I have Temperance. I have a Hermit. I have a Nine of Pentacles and a Sun. It literally came into me as because they've been alone, they've had time to think about it. And they've calmed down in a certain situation. Either you've calmed down, they've calmed down. We are both thinking more clearly right now. But that time to think, there's a sense of what am I losing? Energy, why did I run? I do feel that Sun coming into me as a rebuilding with that Nine of Pentacles, that I still have a lot to offer, and also a sense of time and energy into this connection. Sometimes we don't walk away because we have so much invested in it that it's just, years of a relationship. There's more at stake, Spirit saying. So it could be kids for some of you. It could be we've had a lifetime together. So it's not that easy, right? It's easy for somebody else to say, just leave them, stop thinking about them. But for those of you that have gone through it, it's not that easy. I have a Four of Pentacles. I have a Two of Swords. I have a Hanged Man. And I have a Chariot. I feel like they put their life on hold and nothing has been moving since you haven't been with this person. And I feel like that's their wake-up call. Like they're not moving ahead. They're not going backwards. They're really at a very standstill energy. And at least when they were with you, they felt like they were making progress, Spirit saying. They felt like things were happening, things were moving. They're not doing as well as they would like on their own. And I feel like they're realizing that having a partner, having a team member, having somebody who cares about them makes all the difference in the world. They've been holding back their feelings. They've been holding back almost I'm right, you're wrong energy, not willing to admit, both people have sides, and I feel like it's a stalemate more than anything. What's at the bottom of my deck? I have an Ace of Cups. Are they realizing that being away from you isn't that easy? Sometimes the pain of that separation is what hurts you the most. And you realize that I really do love this person. I'm just angry about something. I'm just confused about something. I'm just tired of something. Can you love somebody and be all of those things? Absolutely. I'm disappointed, Five of Cups, but I still, lovers, look at this. So I'm disappointed with this Five of Cups with something. There's still some good here that I'm looking at. Not everything is bad, Spirit's saying. Not everything is, not working. There's only a couple of things that weren't working that we could try to work on. I do feel like you're the only one that I want to be with. Okay. I feel like that's on both sides. I'm not open to dating other people. I don't want to be with anybody else at this time. I feel like we just had some kind of huge upsetting things were said. Okay. It's a sense of, I wish I could take it all back. Okay. I wish I could go back in time. Okay. So whatever was said, there's some regrets. You know, do we say things when we are upset? Yes. Do we say things under pressure, stress, situations, accusations, Spirit just said, to defend ourselves? Yes. So there's a sense of, I shouldn't have said what I said, but I did it in the moment, which isn't an excuse, but that's how they're justifying it. Like, I wouldn't have said those things under different circumstances. So part of me feels like that is true. That's not normally how they talk to you, but it was totally unacceptable at the time. Let's get some messages. Sturdy support, building a strong foundation with a combined effort. We need to be united. We need to be more stable. Now, one person was holding back. One person could have been holding back on moving forward, making plans for the future. I don't know where we stand. You're not giving me a commitment. Maybe that came to a blowout that, you know, stop asking me. I told you I'm not interested in that right now. So there could have been something like that, but the pressure was more than they could take, is how Spirit just said it. I have stability, finding your balance and not rocking the boat, poised, calm, and steady. I do feel that this person comes back with a calmness. I will say that whatever was said in the heat of the moment has passed. And there's a sense of, okay, let's sit down and talk. Let's sit down and figure things out. Let's try to work this through. The one thing that I realize is that there's still a lot of love here. And also this stability of, we've built something. Okay. We have added one rock at a time. We have built something over a period of time. And I don't want to walk away from that. I just was angry. I just was upset. Something hit them. You know, it's the person who walks out the door because they don't like what you just said and they slam the door behind them. It's the person who hangs up on you because they're like, I'm not listening to this. Boom. You know, and you're like, how dare you hang up on me? So I feel like it's repairable. So that's kind of the starting point, is this coming in with more of a calm energy, as opposed to where we were when this kind of went down. I have control, taking responsibilities for their actions and their emotions and stepping it up. I like that. I like this feeling of stepping up. So is this person ready to admit their feelings? Are they regretful? Are they apologetic? Are you apologetic? Are they understanding of a situation? Are they willing to communicate more? Are they willing to talk about it? So that would be all stepping up energy. That would be all action. And I feel like that's something that they need to do. Having a brief affair, probably a third party. I would say it's the they didn't mean anything energy. But obviously it meant something to you because somebody was hurt, or vice versa. But I do feel like it was temporary. I do feel like it isn't lasting. I do feel like but they crossed the line. And I do feel like that was, that's hard to forgive. Some people can get over that and move on, and others they just can't, you just say, you know what, I just can't do it anymore. So, but I do feel like this person comes back in a calm energy, and maybe it's something that we can talk about. How did it get so bad? How did we get here? It's people go through a lot in long-term relationships, and life is a long journey, especially for two people who love each other. So let's see what they have. I have spiritual maturity. So you can see that's this long mountain to climb. And maybe we do have a long mountain to climb to get back. It's not going to be easy if we're overcoming something like trust. It's not going to be easy to repair the damage, but we can. And, that's why we're all capable of, continuing to love each other. But it could be a long journey. But if you feel in your heart, or you feel spiritually that you're supposed to be with this person still, and they feel the same, then Spirit will bring you back together and help you to make it work. I have a garden. We've got to replant. It's not a flourishing garden. It's not. So we've got to go back to some of the beginning, and we've got to replant some seeds and start all over again. So that could be hard. Do I want to start all over again? Do I want to put that much effort into one person, or do I want to start over with someone else? So there's the confusion. I'm going to go with this feeling of it's going to go through summer into fall until this situation becomes clear. So it's going to go one way or another. You're going to get back together and you're going to work on it, or you are going to part ways and you're going to make a decision as to what's best for you. But right now I'm feeling this, I guess, willingness and need to try again. I have luminosity. Okay, so this radiating energy, this loving energy, just remember you have a lot of love to give. They're saying it wasn't the first time. So if that's the case, if this is a recurring event, they did it once, they do it twice, they're going to keep doing it. So, and they're asking for forgiveness. So that's something big for some of you. That's something that you have to really, really pay attention to. Let's just do some yes or no questions. Spirit, is this connection going to have more clarity in the near future, in the immediate future? I want it to know now. Am I going to get some more, some clarity around this connection? Choosing a new direction. I want you to think about a different path as well. At the same time, you can think about what would it be like to work on this, but I want you to think about what the alternative path is at the same time. Remain positive. Okay, it's encouraging. And I have trust. It's going to take trust. And can you give this person trust? I'm going to put this out into the universe. These are always difficult situations because you don't just stop loving someone. It takes a long time for love to fade. So that's where the confusion comes in. Why am I still have all these feelings when this person has hurt me? Yeah, love is a big mystery, right? So we're going to ask Spirit if it's meant to be, and this is meant to come back into your energy. I'm going to ask Spirit to bring this to you. Okay, so I'm going to put this out into the universe now. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. I want to thank you for this reading today. If you are new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. If you're looking for more no contact twin flame readings, check out my link below for my twin flame soulmate channel. It does lean more in that direction. So for those of you that are, what's my person thinking and feeling today, that channel may have some additional messages for you. If you are interested in a private reading, please visit my website, kathymamlin.psychicmedium.com. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it gave you some guidance today and some things to think about. And just know that Spirit is walking with you on this journey, and things will become clearer for you in the very near future. We'll see you soon.